You learn a lot when you play, and you learn how fast the game actually moves. And when you prepare in the off season like it's a game, and you see how fast the game actually moves, you can be more ready for fall camp than you were a year ago, just because you know how natural it feels to be back there and what it takes to be prepared to play in a Big 12 game, because that's not easy, and you always got to be ready. Right, I think it's just off the field. Most of the time quarterbacks, it comes natural on the field, but just getting everything together off the field, blocking out any distractions that may linger. Not icing my arm after a practice or something was something that I had a tendency to do in the spring, and I just had taken care of my body and just done my very best to be the best player I could be for the team, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. And when I don't ice my arm or do something like that, it's hurting my team. It's not hurting me. It's hurting my team more.
What is a film session like with you and Kyle?
Oh, it's fun. We just he puts on a little music. We normally have food, and we plan to be there for a while, so it isn't like we're just in and out. But we sit there, we laugh, we cut it up. If we see something on our phones or see something on the screen that we think's funny, we laugh and cut up about it. And, it normally brings up a good memory from the past, so that's normally how our sessions go. Yes, I think we both are, and we're critical on each other because we can trust each other, and we know that we don't mean it in a way of like, you're not doing this right because you're not good enough. It's like, just do this and you'll be good at that. And we got just such a good connection at doing that it's so easy to critique each other. When you have a bad play, sometimes you hang your head a little bit, but when I can come off or he can come off and have someone to talk to, I think that's what makes it easiest. Oh, we always got some kind of snacks and stuff. Sometimes it alternates. We bring, one guy will bring the snacks one day, one guy will bring them the other day, or he don't drink energy drinks and I do, so Kyle's pretty plain Jane when it comes to stuff like that. I think all three have had a really good camp. Real's made some great plays with his feet. Brock's the same guy every day, and Devin's the same guy every day, so it's really fun to be around those guys. They're great people, and I think that's what makes it so enjoyable for Kyle and I, because they're so level-headed and they're fun to be around. And they've all done a really good job this fall, coming prepared. I can say I feel like that this quarterback room is the most prepared it's ever been each day for practice, and I think the coaches could be grateful for that.
Do you have that same kind of comfort with the newer guys that you have with Kyle to really critique each other honestly?
Yeah, at first it's hard because you don't know the personalities as well as Kyle and I know each other's. So sometimes you gotta let them sit for a couple plays and then come back to them and say, hey, I thought I saw this. What did you see? And go player to player instead of coach to player, which is much easier. And that's what I mean by they're all level-headed and they're good to be around, because you can have a conversation with them and they listen to whoever's talking. I think that we all see how hard he actually works, and it makes me work hard. It makes those guys work hard. And you don't want to let your team down, but you also don't want to let your room down at the end of the day, because you're all five sitting there together every single day and hearing the same exact thing. So you want to be up to date on your stuff just like he is. I don't know if any guys follow me on social media, but I caught some nice fish, and Coach Campbell's got a good pond up in his neighborhood for anybody that knows where that's at. So, Kyle likes to go to the park and just walk around. This summer, one time he came in, he got into some mosquitoes, and I gave him the hardest time about it for at least a week.